Hey guys, it's Stephanie with Simarchy, and welcome to a speed build in The Sims 4 of a large 8 sim suburban family home with lots of cozy fall and autumn vibes. I love this house. I have definitely I like tiny homes a lot. First of all, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Stephanie, also known as Simarchy. I'm a mermaid obsessed with The Sims. I also love Stardew Valley and Animal Crossing, which I stream live on Twitch Monday through Friday at twitch.tv/Simarchy if you want to check that out. I'm obsessed with seahorses, unicorns, rainbows, kittens, the color pink, and tiny homes. However, sometimes I have the urge to build a big old giant family home, and I instantly regret it when it comes to furnishing. So this house actually I did in 2 different sessions. I usually like to finish the home all in one, many times, more often than not. If I have to stop working on a home because I get tired or whatever reason and come back to it the next day, I've usually lost my inspiration by then and just have absolutely no interest in furnishing such a monstrosity. But this one, I told myself it was time to furnish it. I had to do it. I didn't want another unfinished build out there. So I did go through and furnish the entire thing with clutter. I did not skimp out on the furnishings, and I actually like the way it came out. I'm really happy with it. So patting myself on the back for that one, for actually following through. Now here I'm working on the roof, and you're actually going to see me change it quite a bit. We'll change the shape of the house, and sometimes it's easier to just change the shape of the house than trying to fight with the roof. I know there's some amazing people that can do those cool roof tricks and really just make it work, but I'd rather just change the whole house if it's easier, if it means not having to worry about it. And I still think it came out a pretty unique shape. I mean, most of my family homes started looking the same at one point, and that was kind of why, part of the reason that I got bored of The Sims and uninspired. So this time, now that I'm rebooting my channel, trying to bring some fresh new life back to it with a ton of speed builds and challenges and things like that, I decided to kind of do a variety of everything, you know? Oh, a variety of things that I like, I should say. I still love building family homes. That's my favorite thing. But they don't all have to be big. They don't have to all be traditional. Definitely doing more tiny homes again, which is one of my biggest passions in The Sims. Definitely experimenting with a bit of modern stuff. And of course, the new Sims 4 Snowy Escape Pack has got me very inspired to build some beautiful Japanese-inspired homes. Now, I do, or did, depending on when this video comes out, have a bunch of Snowy Escape videos out already, because the Sims 4 Game Changer program was so kind to give me an early alpha access copy so that I could play with it and show it to you guys. I did a build buy review, a world overview, a debug, build item overview, a few speed builds of some homes, and I hope you guys check those out and like them. There should be a ton more coming, and I'm really inspired to build. I don't know how else to say it. I'm just happy I'm back. I'm done taking my Sims break. It was nice playing Animal Crossing for the last, 6-7 months. And I still like Animal Crossing, but Sims is the one that really holds my interest for a long time, really captures my heart, gives me this fun, creative freedom. It's like with Animal Crossing, you can build an island, right? You can spend all this time working on a beautiful island and getting your favorite villagers and making it look pretty and working on your house and even making several houses on the island. But then it's like you're done, and you can't just start a new island unless you wipe out your old one or spend a ton of money on a new Switch and a new game, which guilty, I've done that. But with The Sims, it's so different, because every day, every few minutes, whenever I want, every hour, whenever I'm done with a house and making the family, since I don't gameplay and I just like to build, and it's it. I can make as many as I want, as many stories, as many styles, as many seasons, as many locations. It's so versatile. It's so, I don't know, never ending. I mean, I played The Sims daily for 4 years, and I think I have to count. I keep saying we're close to 1,000 videos. We might have surpassed it. We might be about to hit it, but 1,000 videos on this channel has been insane. That just shows you how much I love The Sims, and that is all on top of me live streaming on Twitch as well. Again, that's twitch.tv/Simarchy. Link in the description if you want to come hang out live, which I highly recommend. But yeah, I mean, there's probably, like, I don't know, another couple hundred at least houses that we did on the live stream. So I just love to build, and I needed a break, and I'm back, and I've never been so inspired. I spent this entire weekend and all last week building, including this house. I think I've done, let me see, one, two, three, four, like almost 10 houses in a week. I mean, the building bug is back and it bit me hard, and I'm ready to explore and try some new ideas. Again, all within the family home realm. I know a lot of people are very excited to see me build, and they ask me to do fun things like fun. I say in air quotes, which you can't see me right now because I'm testing some no cam videos, because it's just easier for me sometimes to just sit down and record and not have to worry about getting dressed and doing my hair and setting up the lighting and this and that. So we're testing some no cam. But what I was saying is they always want me to do murder homes, or at least they used to. That used to be a thing. Build a torture basement, make a murder home, make a murder hotel, make killer cupcake shops. Like, that was our thing, and sure, it was fun, but that got super boring and super old fast, and people kept demanding it, and I really just like making family homes. That's just what I like to do. I'm so tired of all the crazy stuff that we used to do. We took a little look back on it the day before Halloween on my Twitch channel. We looked back at some of my spooky builds, and I was like, oh my god, every single one had a torture basement. Every single one. I can't even name how many Sims we've killed. We even found one of my old homes that had an entire lake with urns and tombstones in it, and I was like, oh my gosh, what did we do? What have we done? So yeah, if you have suggestions for family style homes, let me know. They can be suburban, modern. I guess what I'm really asking when I ask that question, because people are like, oh, build an underwater house, build a tree house, build a castle, and I'm like, that's not really my style anymore. What I'm actually asking when I say tell me what you want to see is maybe more like the type of family home, or the type of family that will live in the home. I have another series called the Starter Story Challenge, and I basically create a family using the starter stories that you can do in CAS, which a lot of people don't even know about for some reason, but you can answer a bunch of questions, and then the sim, oh my god, I just realized I'm talking with my hands and you can't see me, and I'm looking at the camera and you can't see me. Wow. Okay, anyway. So starter stories, you create a sim by answering questions, and it predetermines what they look like, what clothes they have, what aspirations, what traits, what job they have, how much money they have, and I use those to create little stories and then build the homes, because I have something to work off of, and I know how many bedrooms and what activities they like and what they do for work and how they like to relax and where they should live and how much money they have. So that makes it super easy to build when I'm not inspired. So what I'm really saying when I say, hey guys, what kind of videos do you want to see? What kind of houses do you want to see? I'm not asking for that crazy stuff. I'm asking, what type of family would you like to see? That's when I need to start asking, what type of family would you like to see in my next video? Do you like apartments? Do you like base game homes? Do you like starter homes? Do you like big family houses? Do you want to see a story, a house built around a family with a story of being, I don't know, a single parent, grandparents raising their grandchildren, I don't know, newlywed couple starting a family, 8 sim giant family home, 8 sim tiny home. I mean, that's the kind of stuff I'm asking. Like, what what do you guys want to see? What type of homes for what type of families would you enjoy? I personally like, even though the furnishing is crazy, I like doing these ones where you fit everybody. This one, I think 8 sims, and the possibility for a pet. I think I just put a pet feeder in the kitchen, so you could do 7 sims and a pet, or whatever you want. There's no rules. A lot of the bedrooms, 2 of the bedrooms have 2 beds, so you could take one out if you wanted it to be a smaller family. But I do also like the generation type homes. Actually, that would be fun to do in the future. I've done a lot in the past, but basically a generation type home has a bedroom for everybody. So there's a nursery, there's a toddler room, there's a room for a kid, for a teen, for the, adults, for a guest bedroom. So that's the type of stuff I like doing. I even like putting separate rooms for the pet sometimes, or I don't know, a separate room just for the kids to play. But again, those tend to get huge. But they're really nice, because then it's wonderful for gameplay. Like, you guys can start a family, move in a family, and just really have different rooms and areas to tell your stories, which I love. I love doing that. I hope you guys like that too. If you guys really like having some sort of family to envision, that let me know, because in the starter stories, I have the families and I show them and really build the house fine-tuned, tailored toward them. And then something like this, I just kind of have a general idea in mind. So let me know which you prefer, if you want to see the family, if you want them in the screenshots, if you want to hear about them, or if you just want some hypotheticals. For example, I would say this house would be a couple who has, I'll have to remember as we're going through the video, but no grandparents in this house. I think it's just like a well-off family with a big house, but it's big, but the kids still share a room because they want that coziness and the bonding between them. So the teen, I believe, has their own bedroom, but the actually, I think my teens have a shared bedroom in this house. I think they're all, oh, okay, I remember now. They're all shared bedrooms. So the parents sleep in the master bedroom, and then there's a nursery/toddler room where you can have an infant and a toddler. And then I have a kids room where there's, I believe, 2 kids beds, and then I have a teen room where I believe there's 2 teen beds. So that's how I came up with the 8 Sims, right? Baby, toddler, parents, 2 kids, 2 teens. Yeah, that's 8. So they definitely share rooms in this house. Do you guys have siblings, and did you share, or do you share a room with your sibling? I always try to remember, but honestly, as far back as I can remember, I think my sister and I had our own bedrooms. I definitely remember our, well, maybe not my, I don't know if I would consider the house I was born in my childhood home, or the one that I grew up in most of my childhood. The house that I was born in, I'm pretty sure we shared a room. I actually don't remember it that well, but my house that we grew up in for most of my life, my childhood years, we had our own rooms, and it's better that way because we fought over everything. Like, we were the type of the kids that were so spoiled that if you bought me, I don't know, a pink dollhouse, and my sister needed a purple dollhouse or a pink dollhouse, or like, we would fight. We didn't like to share a lot. We didn't really get along. We kind of did, and then kind of didn't, and then kind of did, and kind of didn't. Our whole relationship has been that way. But we definitely wanted our own things in our own way, in our own rooms, in our own style. So I don't think we would have gotten along at all, or maybe it would have forced some shared bonding. I don't know. I'd love to hear about how you grew up with your siblings, if you have any, or if you're an only child, what is that like? I specifically remember my parents telling me that they had my sister for me because they wanted me to have someone to play with, to have a companion. They didn't want me to be alone, so that's when they decided to have my sister. And I guess my mom was like done after 2 kids, but I've talked to my dad about it, even like sort of recently, and he said no, he wanted more kids. He would have had 10 kids if she wanted, which I think is really cute. But I personally don't want any, so it's kind of, for me, it's a good choice and it's a good thing, but I feel like for him, it's kind of sad because he doesn't really have, grandchildren. He does for my sister, but they live in a different state, so we barely see them, and my mom's since passed away, so it's just me and my dad, and unfortunately, I'm never giving him grandkids. Unfortunately for him, fortunately for me. But yeah, I'm just curious if you guys have like big families or small families. I love to hear about y'all and how you live and how you feel about things like that. It's always nice to hear and see different perspectives and hear from you guys, which, if you don't know, I created this channel for almost 5 years ago to make friends in the Sims community. And even though we mostly stream on Twitch now, I still want this channel to grow and to continue to meet people. And I'm not just sitting here making videos hoping you guys watch them and then watch another video. What I really want is some interaction. I would love you guys to watch this and then comment anything. Say hello, tell me how your day is, tell me if you like the house or not, tell me what family homes you want to see in the future. Come to Twitch and hang out if you like. We also have a Discord. I'm also on Instagram and Twitter. I love the Sims community so much. It means so much to me, and I really only make these videos to interact with you all and hang out and get to know each other. I also respond to every comment. I think there was like a small little couple month period between now and when Animal Crossing came out that I didn't answer some YouTube questions or comments. I think I still answered questions, but there's some comments I didn't reply to. But before that, and currently, I read and respond to every single one. Like, it's not just a hello. I try to give like well thought out responses, try to ask you guys a question, try to get a conversation going. So it would really mean a lot to me if you commented below. And again, tell us about your family or your siblings, or what type of homes you want to see in the future, what type of families you want to see in the future. So we're into the furnishing now. We've been into the furnishing for a bit here. The furnishing actually went by kind of quickly for me. I tried not to think too much about it, tried not to struggle too much with color choices and color decisions, because that's kind of where I get stuck and don't know what to do. So to combat that a bit, what I did, and I think this might have been off camera, I can't remember if we just saw that or not, but I went through and I placed the wallpaper in every room ahead of time. And what that does is gives me, again, it's something to work with without having to think. I will just go and be like, okay, the wall's purple, let's make the rest of the room match. Because that's kind of where I get hung up. I love colors, but sometimes I don't know what colors to do together, and I tend to use a lot of pink and blue. So I'm trying to pull myself a bit out of that and just, use some others as well, some more browns and beiges and colors I wouldn't normally gravitate towards. And it, like I said, it went by kind of quick. I thought I was going to really struggle with furnishing this home, and maybe it's because I haven't built a big home like this in a while, but I was excited to see a lot of the items that I haven't seen in a while, and excited to use some new ones. I do really tend to stick to the same type of furniture and definitely the same colors over and over again, so it was nice to just see how some different things go together. And even if the brown doesn't exactly match the other brown, which my OCD hates, and yes, I really do have OCD, I don't just say that, I actually have OCD, and stuff not matching and stuff not being symmetric and stuff not being balanced is a really, really hard thing for me to deal with. But I've been trying to get better at it, and instead of driving myself completely crazy because the curtains clip into each other, or because, again, that beige is a little bit darker than the other beige, I'm just like trying to let it go, trying to just enjoy it, trying not to worry too much if they're an exact match. And actually, Animal Crossing kind of helped me with that. And it's because I did 2 Animal Crossing islands, and the first one was like super structured and had little neighborhoods, and every yard was the same size, and all the paths were the same size. And I remember I had a meltdown because I accidentally made some of the paths 2 tile wide and some of them 3 tile wide, and it was too late to go back and move everything. And I had like this mental breakdown for a bit over it, and it was hard. It was really, really hard. And once the island was done, I kind of missed the natural, organic vibe. And I saw so many people building such beautiful organic islands, and every house had a different yard, and some were on hills, and some were next to each other, and some were far away from each other. And there was natural paths that weren't so perfect. And I was like, wow, I wish I could do that. I wish I could be the type of person that doesn't have to have everything super symmetric and balanced and matching. And so our second island that we did, it's not finished. We're still kind of working on it, but it's way, way more organic. I remember even when the houses I set down and it was 1 tile away from the other house, like 1 tile off, they were not on the same horizontal line, and I almost redid it, and the chat was like, hey, you said you were going to try to be a little bit more natural and organic, and I was like, okay, and I left it, and it still kind of bothers me, but it came out beautiful. The island's coming along beautifully. So I'm trying to apply some of that to The Sims as well. I miss the color wheel. That was my favorite thing in The Sims 3. It is the reason I started playing the game to begin with. A little bit about my history, if you don't know, since we've been talking so much about Animal Crossing and The Sims today. I started off playing Animal Crossing, and they came out with a spin-off game called Happy Home Designer, and you designed the villagers' homes, and it was super fun and creative, and I didn't realize how much I loved designing in video games. So once I had played 2 entire copies of that game all the way through, I started exploring other games that you could design in, and I found The Sims. And Sims 4 had already come out at that time. However, based upon my research, I found out that Sims 3 was the better one for me since it had a color wheel, and you could make any wall and any furniture any color, and they also had a ton of patterns. I do need to specify, when I say I miss the color wheel, I don't care about the patterns. I really don't. I care about the color wheel, the color portion. So for example, if I really like this curtain and it comes in beige, brown, blue, and red, but I really want it in pink, I want to be able to make it pink. I really don't care about the patterns. I just want the colors to match. If I have a dark wood table and a light wood chair, I want to be able to make them both the same color wood. So that's been my biggest gripe with The Sims 4. Other than that, like, the graphics are wonderful, the building mechanics, the cheats, making items bigger and smaller, you know, lifting them up and down, now that the doors and windows can go on any, you know, they're not locked to the grid. I mean, that kind of stuff is game-changing and revolutionary, but I've always had this gripe about the color wheel not being here. So what I'm trying to do going forward is just, you know, as long as they kind of go, I'm trying to be okay with it. So I will struggle with that. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's about having fun, and I don't want to put too much pressure to make these houses perfect. I don't want to think about it too much. I really mostly enjoy doing the outside and the landscaping and the floor plan. So when it comes to the decorating portion, I'm trying to just go with my gut, go with my first instinct, not try out a billion different options, hoping that something matches perfectly. And it's okay. Like this fireplace, right? And this couch, totally not the same beiges, not even close. But I'm gonna let it go. I'm letting it go because I just want to have fun. I know some of you are like, oh my gosh, Steph, no, make it match, everything's symmetric. But I need to do this for me. I need to. All right, so now we're in the teens room, and I originally just made this for one teen, so you're going to see me come back in here and change it up a bit and add another bed. But I originally imagined the teen who is in here is very crafty, likes to make stuff, very creative, likes to knit, make art, has a bunch of sewing projects going on. So I gave them a bit of a cluttered room with things everywhere, and the super cute desk from Nifty Knitting, which is literally one of my favorite packs ever. It's like my top 4 favorite packs, I think. And yes, I gave her a My First Pet Stuff hamster or something, which I know a lot of people don't like that pack, but I love it. It's perfect for kids' rooms. It is absolutely phenomenal. Just beautiful color swatches, bright things, very pastel. I don't know. It's a really fun pack in my opinion. So I had to give her a little animal companion. And now we're working on the nursery / toddler room. And again, this one is going to have the crib and the toddler bed. So you can actually put two Sims in this room. I try to put 2 Sims in every single room. So there is a toddler with their cute little unicorn stuffed animal, and they have a toy box and a reading nook, and I just love it. I just love the colors in this room. So this was the one that I had put down. Is it pink or purple? I can't tell. I guess like a pink wall, and I tried not to make that like 100% of my design decision, because again, with the kids' rooms, I really feel like kind of anything goes. But there is still a lot of pink and purple in this room. So now I love this. This is actually a changing table. It is not functional. I would do anything for it to be functional. I miss the changing tables and the strollers and the play pens and the baby monitors and all that stuff from Sims 3, the swinging chairs. That was my favorite thing besides building, was playing with babies and toddlers, and I would do anything to get that back. But it is a non-functional, just cute little decor item to make it look like we have a changing table. And I love the kids' wall art. It is phenomenal. There's so many options, especially once you get into those cute void critters. You could really make a room pop. And now I'm back into the teens room. This is where I was like, wait a minute, I want this to be for 8 Sims. It's a pretty big home. So I added a second bed, and definitely they like void critters too. So the teens like void critters, the whole family. I think the kids, the child room, they also end up getting a void critter actual game, like the game where they could sit and play together. And I could be wrong. I still haven't checked out too much gameplay from Snowy Escape, but I'm pretty sure they can go around and collect void critters now at festivals. I think so. I'm almost positive that's how it works. So I really like the whole concept of them. I think they're super cute, and I really like to base the kids' rooms around them when I can. So now we're in the kids' room, and this is, I imagine there's a boy and a girl in here, but again, the teen room, I imagine 2 girls. This one, I imagine a boy and a girl, but I do not believe in gender stereotypes whatsoever. You can put any Sim with any color stuff, and boys can play with dolls, and girls can play sports. Like, I have no like restrictions when it comes to that. But in my head, there was a girl and a boy, and I was thinking that the twins might be different ages. I'm sorry, the teens might be different ages. So maybe one's like 15, the other one's like 17. But the kids in this room, I imagine were twins. I imagine a boy and a girl twin. The girl definitely likes her pink. She loves her void critters as well as her brother. They are obsessed with void critters together. But his side just a little bit more darker. He definitely likes more blues and greens and video games. So I kind of gave him like the, what is it called? Bit block, I don't know, looking bed. And I gave him a plumb bob wall hanging. And I don't know, I just wanted them to look like they were contrasting, but still, you know, they got along over their love of void critters. So that was really the focus in this room. And I like it. Like, I really like the kind of two different styles because they still kind of match, because one's got more of like a pastel purple and the other one has like a darker purple, but they go together. And we're into the screenshots already. Oh my goodness, I was so concerned how I was gonna do a voiceover for 20 some minutes, because usually my videos are half this length, but we did it. I'm a little out of breath but we got through it. We got through the giant home, all the furnishing, and I hope you guys like it. I really do. I put a lot of love into this house, and if you want to download it, you can. You can find it on the gallery under hashtag Simarchy or user ID Simarchy123. And again, it would mean so much to me if you comment below, if you subscribe, if you like the video, if you come back and watch another video, hang out with me again, or if you want to come hang out on Twitch. Like that's why I do this. I want to talk to you guys. I want to meet you, and I want to develop relationships with, you know, the ones that comment. I don't want it to just be like, hi, I like the house, hi, okay, bye. Like, I want to talk to you guys. So feel free to comment below. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. I'm like, I look back at my houses sometimes and just like forget. It's been a few days. I've built like 5 houses since this. And I like it. I'm proud. It's cute. It's super cute. I just noticed a curtain clipping into the toddler bed though. Do you hate when you notice something after you're done building it? Well, you'll have to change that if you download it. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day.